What is up, world? What is up, people? This is Mister. You know who it is, aka Gmail Live, aka Gmail Live for everyone, aka Gmail keeps it real. What is up? I'm with the homie.
Yeah, your boy Young C
Let's see.
in the game, man. Yeah, in the game, you know what I'm saying? Speaking to all the homies out there, representing for the Carolina boys out here,
Yeah.
Fayetteville in the house and all that stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Southern boys, man. I noticed that people, you go to Chicago, shout out to my Chicago niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'm going down. Chicago's a real ass city, you know what I'm saying? I got friends from there. But speaking of like Chicago, man, how come niggas up there be sounding country and shit? Like, and nothing wrong with sounding country though. Ain't nothing wrong with the little drawl or nothing. Cause I got one too, you know what I mean? But, a lot of people think you go to Chicago and shit, and like you go up there and people think this is like a large metropolis and it's cold and there's a whole bunch of tall buildings. Niggas gonna sound like they're from the Northeast or something. They gonna sound like they're from New York or Boston or Philly. But a lot of people I met from Chicago, man, they got that southern fried, subtropical backwater accent, that dusty drawl, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They be up there like, you're like, what's up there, Shawty? You know what I mean? I'm from the west side of Chicago and everything, you know what I mean?
I mean, to me, most niggas got that slow southern drawl anyway. I mean, we all came from the Mississippi-Dixon line. We all came from, below, where the Yin Yang twins, you know about the Yin Yang twins.
That country bumpkin drawl, man. You know what I mean? That country bumpkin drawl, man. It's like, it's funny though, cause like a lot of people, especially a lot of black people from the Northeast, you know what I mean? Like especially anywhere from Baltimore on up on the East Coast. And, and people would say, well, the reason why people in Chicago or the Midwest or even West Coast, places like LA, the Bay, you go to the Midwest, you got Chicago, Ohio, Detroit, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, you know what I mean, St. Louis, whatever, Kansas, they have some type of drawl. Even though the draws may sound different, they still have that drawl. But the white folks don't really have the drawl in those places. Right. You know what I mean? And people say, well, the reason why black people have that drawl is because they come from the South. Then you think to yourself, well, the niggas from New York have a bigger connection to the South than the people in the Midwest. People up north in New York, they do in the South all the time. A lot of times they born in the South, and their accent, niggas' accent in New York don't sound country. And you know the New York and the New Jersey and the Philly and the Boston, the New England accent that niggas have. They don't sound Southern. So why the people in the Midwest sound Southern?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But I will say, if they stay down here long enough, they will start slurring their words. There is a factor. You will become kind of, like you told me, like old folks that come down here from up north, they sound country as hell, man. I mean, it's just real about it. Or like they come from New York, when they real young and they come down here and talking about they from New York, you like, nigga, you was from Goldsboro, nigga, like, come on, man. You sound just like you from fucking Edenton. Come on, man.
Edenton, North Carolina.
Yeah, like, you ain't from no damn Brooklyn, man. It's like, the shit be wigging me out, man. The shit be getting on my nerves, man. Niggas be talking about they from up north. And you been down here all your life, man. Like, hey, front. Your people moved down here a long time ago.
Yeah, they got this YouTube channel called Real Streets where they go to various communities around North America and stuff. And that's like it kind of remind me of the accent tag challenges they had back in 2012 and 2013 and stuff, where I would listen very closely to the accent and dialect of how these people talk, because they'll give you various cities on the YouTube channel. They say, okay, we're going to the hoods of Milwaukee, we're going to the hoods of St. Paul, Minnesota, we're going to the hoods of Des Moines, Iowa, you know what I'm saying? We're going to the hoods of Decatur, Georgia, we're going to the hoods of Salt Lake City, Utah, all these different places, right? Yeah. And I would listen to how the people talk very closely. You feel what I mean? And like, the only places where you might hear that quote unquote northeastern accent is people that live in New York, New Jersey, Philly a little bit, sometimes Baltimore, Boston Boston, of course. Boston has like the strongest one. Even like I heard New Edition talk, they have like a New York accent times 20. They're from Boston.
Right.
Because like you go to like Pennsylvania, for example, the way people talk in Philly is totally different than the way people talk in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh's near Ohio. You know, of course, Philly's near the Atlantic coast. And like Ohio, you know how niggas in Ohio talk. They got that drawl going on, man.
Right.
You know, western Pennsylvania, you know, Bone Thugs, you know, you heard crazy. I love Bone Thugs, by the way. That's my niggas, though. But you heard them Bone Thugs niggas talk crazy Bone. You know, he'd be like, yeah, definitely, man. You know, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and everything. And you know what I'm saying? I put it out there. I give it these niggas. You heard him talking interviews.
Yeah.
So he got that dusty draw. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. That's him. But I'm just saying, you know, people think because you got a draw, you sound slow. You know what I mean?
Well,
but
I mean, let's take for example, you got like Little Brother and J. Cole. Like they don't sound like they from down here, you know, but they was from here. Some of them, you know, like some of those people in those camps, they were from here, but you know, they were born up north, or they were you know, they went to school up north, but they come down here and they sound like they from up north still. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about where you're located for a long time to me. You know, it's all about where you spend your time at.
But you know, of course, you got people down here. This rapper named Armin Message, a rapper I was listening to when I was, you know, mad young back in the 90s and stuff. He's from Bear Creek, North Carolina. And like you listen to his music, it sounds so boom bap. It sounds like straight East Coast shit. I heard him in some interviews recently, about maybe like 5 years ago, and he sounded like he could be from New York. And then there's this rapper called Ski Beats, a producer and rapper called Ski Beats. He was part of a group called Original Flavor that Jay-Z, he did a song, they was affiliated with Jay-Z. And Ski Beats he's a rapper, but he's a pretty popular producer in North Carolina. He lives in North Carolina. Him and Mike Wonder are from the same area. He's from Ski Beats is from Greensboro, and Mike Wonder is from Winston-Salem. So he's from Winston-Salem. So, you know, Ski Beats in the Original Flavor, they was considered an East Coast group because you know, they had like dudes from Brooklyn, but Ski Beats moved to New York when he was like, I think in his early 20s, but he was raised in Greensboro. You feel me? And he made some dope beats and everything, and I heard him in some interviews. He sounded like he's from Brooklyn. Like, he sounded like he's straight out of Brooklyn, but he was raised in North Carolina all his life. All his life.
But you saying he fucked with Jay-Z, so he had to be up north for quite a while. He had to be up north
I think he went up there. It was like 88 when he went up there. I think he was already an adult and shit, but he went up there and stuff like that. And, you know, the way he speaks, you know, the whole NY up north swag, that's how he talk. He doesn't have a southern draw or anything to it. You feel me? Even like J. Cole spent most of his life in Philly. I know because I went to school with him. He spent most of his life in Philly. But I think he was born in Germany, a military family, and moved to North Carolina. He's not from New York. He went to college in New York. He may have family in New York, but he's not from New York.
Right. But he still got that accent, you know. He still kind of got a little bit of it, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like he's from down here to some people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like he got that swag. You know, some people think he got that up north swag or that northeastern swag, as they call it. You know what I mean? So, like, that's just how it is, man.
I mean, for example, you got Waka Flocka. He from Queens, but that nigga ain't really sounded like he from Queens. He don't sound like he from Queens.
No, he moved to Atlanta when he was 16. Now, when you hear him talking interviews and stuff, that New Yorkerism comes out, man. When he first came out, with the way he was talking in interviews, it sounded like he was from the South. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, he represented himself from the South, so that's what it was.
And over time, people were like, you know, he's like, I'm from Queens. I was raised in Queens most of my life. I just moved to Atlanta when I was like almost grown. I moved down there on some like drug shit.
Right, man.
You know, So the designer straight New York. That's a New York nigga. But when he came up with Panda, niggas thought he was from like Atlanta or Mississippi or something.
Niggas thought legitly he was Future. They thought he was legit Future. Like that Future just came out with a new song called Panda. Like, I remember they had a skit on Facebook, like some dude dressed up like Future and he was jamming the Panda. He was like, when did I come out with this? When I make this shit? Damn. I'm making songs I ain't even making. When I heard Panda, I said, this is Future, right? This ain't Future. Oh, shit. Who the hell is this? Like, who the fuck is this? Oh, man, this imitator.
It was a teenage New York nigga. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah,
call him a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Boy, I was about to clown, boy.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, so you know how it go, man. You know what I'm saying, you know how it goes. So like, yeah, man. Man. It's like, it is what it is, though. So like,
yeah.
But to switch gears to talk about the media itself. Rick Ross is hospitalized, man.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about that.
Yeah, man. It's untimely. A lot of people, are going around with the hopes that he is already dead or pronounced dead since he's on life support. And, one of these people I've been seeing around the internet a lot right now, as recent of this news of Rick Ross being hospitalized, I've been seeing the works, the manifestation of a rapper that we haven't been seeing a lot of lately. If you can guess who that is. 50 cents. 50 cents. I'm gonna call him 50 cents, not 50 Cent. He threw his 50 cents in. Curtis Mayfield Jackson, as motherfucking hit the stage with his newly found information about Rick Ross being hospitalized. And he has said, as the famous Russian in the Rocky movies, he has said, if he dies, then he dies. If he dies, then he dies.
That dude is so heartless, man. He's just so fucking heartless. Now you're fucking funny, bro. Like, he's fucking heartless, man.
I mean, I'm laughing because it's like, this is so typical. This is so expected. Like, I expect, when I first saw him posting, I thought, okay, maybe he has a little remorse. Maybe he's like, much respect. But after he started talking and tweeting about it, I was like, shit, this nigga don't give up. He's like a pit bull. He's like a motherfucking pit bull, man.
Pretty much in his mind, he's like, no, fuck 50 Cent, fuck Rick Ross.
Yeah.
You told me a few years ago, he posted a sex tape with him and his baby mom, Rick Ross's baby mama having sex with somebody else.
Yeah, man. He was getting, getting the salami treatment, getting the pole treatment, It is what it is. I mean, we grown. Grown folks do grown things. But that was way out of line, way out of the way, man. That was like ancient relationship type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rick Ross had been moved on. Like, okay, his baby mama's having sex. So what? I mean, he was basically doing it in spite of Rick Ross, because him and Rick Ross had beef, or have beef. Because Rick Ross is affiliated with Fat Joe and DJ Khaled and Jadakiss and all them, everybody that 50 Cent had beef with. So he just lumped all of them up in the same damn box. Threw all of them niggas in there. Nas, DJ Khaled, Fat Joe, Jadakiss, all y'all niggas. It was like, all y'all niggas can go to hell and eat a dick. I don't care which one of y'all die first. Just one of y'all die, please. That's what 50 Cent was on. Like, he just wanted murder. And I think a lot of niggas, man, in the industry thrive off of this premeditated notion of murder, like just, dreaming of niggas dying, man. They just can't wait to see your article. They can't wait to see your obituary. I just think niggas feel like that sometimes, man, when they get in this industry. Like, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, the way I feel about it is that same way you feel about it. The same way you feel about it. Like these people, they get, you said it the best. A lot of these people have traumatic life experiences, and they get in the industry, and they have to do certain things to get there. And to be honest with you, I don't hate 50. I respect, I like some of 50 songs. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, me too. I
50,
grew up on that shit.
Yeah, 50 has contributed some good works. Some funny works. Power, the TV show's doing good. So, he put out some shit that I appreciate, and I respect his business, his business moves. You know what I mean? And I don't think he's a completely evil person, but dude got some demons on him. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? Like there's some things that he also does. Like I feel is like some straight fuckboy shit, on some real shit, like straight fuckboy shit. Like like why would you? Just some straight fuckboy shit that he does, like beefing like niggas on some bullshit and stuff he's doing now with Rick Ross. Rick Ross in the hospital, and he just being like,
he basically dancing on his grave already. Basically having a celebration. He might throw a parade in New York. Who knows?
He might. But my thing is that, my thing is that I think, homeboy is being too, he's being too extra, man. Just like relax. Let Rick Ross do his thing. Let him heal. I don't know Rick Ross personally, of course, but I think that if he was to pass away, man, I think it would be pretty sad. I think, you know what I mean? I do think that he's a good-hearted dude. I'm not saying he's perfect, but he just want to do what he loves doing and just keep it moving. You know what I mean? And it's just insensitive for 50 to be like on that bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to say shit like that. Well, if he dies, he just dies, and make a movie about it every 10 minutes. Like that's fuck bullshit. Like it ain't like a nigga kills your family. It ain't like a nigga do anything to you to keep you from getting money. So why are you saying that shit about him on social media? Like,
I honestly think 50 Cent is waiting for all of them to die. I think he really waiting for Ja Rule to die. And Herb Gotti, because, he got that beef with Supreme. He might be waiting for, what's that dude called? Smurf? Whatever that dude name is. Might be waiting for him to die, too. I don't know. But it's a lot of premeditated evil spiritual shit going on in the industry. There's a lot of pitfalls, more, bullshit, like you said, more fuckery. And as I was saying before the show, it's a lot of people in their youth grew up fucked up, grew up without love and without care and without anybody giving a fuck about them. They had to do, make quick money, do quick odd jobs, very illegal shit. They had to do what they had to do to get what they had to get. Money, power, respect. They had to do what they had to do. Real cutthroat shit. So they fucked a lot of people over in the game, and they're still fucking people over. They don't give a fuck about, life or death. So you gotta realize you're dealing with some real evil, twisted spirits. I ain't just gonna put it on certain people. I'm just saying something jumps into these motherfuckers, as you say, Young C. Something jumps into these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like how can I explain it? It's like something dark, and we talk about the industry on many occasions, man. I think we need to do another show eventually because they do these kind of shows talking about the industry and the quote unquote other side. It's a lot to it, man. It's a very controversial topic because in the last 10 years or so, especially around 2007 to 2010, you saw like a lot of people making videos about the Illuminati and about the Hollywood and Hollyweird and Professor Grip came on the scene talking about the rituals and, you know, talking about the dark side of the music industry, you know, the New World Order. We had like a slew of these videos back in the late 2000s, early 2010s. So, you know, to the point where, you know, people wasn't really taking it seriously no more because there's so many videos about it. Even J. Cole said back in 07 and 08, before he got signed with Jay-Z, he said he would watch videos about the Illuminati and the dark side, the ritualistic side of the music industry and Hollywood and all that type of stuff. And he said that he would entertain it. And he said when he met Jay-Z and he got signed and stuff, he said that he felt a lot of it was bullshit. Now, I like J. Cole. Don't get me wrong. You know, he's very talented. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him being positive. But you got to admit, man, there is a side of the industry, and I know he's seen some of it. I gotta be honest with you. Now, I mean, I don't know. I don't know for sure that if he did some kind of dark sexual ritual, I don't know. I can't confirm that. But you know, he's pretty famous. So it's hard to get that famous. I'm gonna say this much: it's hard to get that famous and not do something. You feel me? Now, granted, he might be one of the people that slipped through the cracks. Maybe Jay-Z had took him on and felt like, well, look, you know, I'm going to, you know, do whatever so you can get put on. Maybe it's one of those things. Maybe. I will hope that I will hope that J. Cole hasn't done what a lot of these rappers in the industry have done to get where they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but maybe, I will say this in J. Cole defense. Like, I haven't seen this nigga take his shirt off and be on a magazine oiled up. You know, like, you know, 50 Cent and Soulja Boy once were on the Source. Or was it Double XL? Yeah. I think it was Double XL. They were oiled up and hugging each other on the cover. You know, he ain't done no shit like that. You know, he ain't put himself out there like a sexual artist, even though women are on to J. Cole, even though they love J. Cole. I haven't seen him, you know, put his body out there for consumption. You know, I will say in his defense also that, you know, I have seen him dressing down a lot. He's been looking kind of bummy. I don't know if he's backing down or backing away from the light. I don't know if he just wants paparazzi to not fuck with him because, you know, he's living a very seemingly, I say seemingly, I ain't gonna say I know for sure, but it seems like he's living a very humble life to me because he's not really dressing up anymore. He's not really swagging out anymore. So I don't know if he's just trying to disappear or he's just trying to work under the grid of Illuminati, which is impossible. If we're talking about the Illuminati, I don't know if he's working under the grid. I don't know if he's digging a tunnel under that motherfucker. I don't know what he's doing. I just know he's getting away from that damn camera. What is up, world? What is up, people? This is Mr. You Know Who It Is, aka Gmail Live, aka Gmail Live everyone, aka G-Man Keeps It Real. I'm with the homie.
Young C.
Young Sizzle.
Yeah, Young Sizzle.
And, you know, we want to talk about, you know, something that happened on International Women's Day. You know, the day that women are celebrated, you know, besides Mother's Day. A radio host got ambushed by her co-host and quit live on the air. Like, how do you feel about that, Young C? I mean, just by that title.
It's very interesting, I guess, because all I can say is things happened. You would tell me about the story, but yeah, just tell them, you know, just give them more detail on what happened.
Okay, so this was out in the DMV somewhere, in the DMV area. On 93.9 WKYS. I think it's called, I forgot what that show was called. But they had a co-star named Danny Starr. She had two other co-hosts with her that were, black men. And she was basically putting out a PSA that she was looking for a babysitter or house sitter or something like that. And, she got a whole man at home. So she was looking for a particular type of woman. She wasn't looking for a male, she was looking for a female to look up after her kids while she runs around doing whatever, her errands or doing the radio show or doing other things because she's such a busy woman. She has such a busy life, So she was looking for a mild looking woman, a mild, not like a hot looking woman, a mild, a mild average looking Joe looking woman. She wasn't looking for the hottest chick on the block, you know what I'm saying? And she's a hot girl herself. If you look at her pictures, I might post some links. But she basically said on the radio that, look, I'm not looking for no hot girl. I'm not looking for no chick to be around my man when she's that gorgeous, And I'm like, there's a lot of insecurity in the world, man, especially between women. On International Women's Day, that shit went down. The chick that she didn't hire, who I guess reportedly is a fine woman, went on air and told her, look, you discriminating against me. I'm a pretty girl. Why didn't you hire me to babysit your kids and watch over your home? Because, Danny Starr feels like, okay, you a pretty chick in my house. I'm dangling meat in front of my man. I don't trust my man to be around you while you're babysitting my kids. I don't trust you. And the insecurities are real in 2018. It's real. What do you feel about it, man? Just speak your piece, Young C.
To be honest with you, I totally understand because it's more of this thing where, like, how can I put it? Now, since she's looking for a quote-unquote mild chick, like, come on, like, just because she's quote-unquote mild in looks doesn't necessarily mean if she's the type of dude to smash, she's going to smash, whether she's mild, hot, or spicy. It doesn't matter.
Caliente.
Or fire, as they say. The little Taco Bell sauces, and they had
all the Taco Bell flavors.
Hot, mild, or fire.
You're right, Young C. It don't matter what the chick look like, cause if a dude wanna pull his Johnson out, it's his home. I'm sure he's putting in some work. I'm sure he's providing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's a stay-at-home dad or what. I don't know what he does. I don't know too much about Danny Starr or whatever. I just know that she erupted on this radio show because a pretty girl said, "You're not hiring pretty girls to help you. I want to help you. I'm a woman like you're a woman. You're a pretty girl. I'm a pretty girl. What is the threat?" But it just erupted on live air in the DMV on International Women's Day, and she quit. She quit because this girl was testing her gangster on live on air, and Danny Starr was like, "Who are you? We know you're a rapper, entertainer. We know you're a singer and everything, but you came up here trying to diss me on my radio show, and my two co-hosts, supposed to be my friends, are helping you. I'm being attacked. I'm being ambushed for my preferences in who I want to work for me in my home." So I know we talk about divorce court a lot. How do you think Judge Toller would have? How do you think Judge Toller would have?
That's a good question, honestly. That's a real good question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Judge Toller would have, she would have threw the book at somebody. Like, she would have threw the book at somebody. That would have been crazy if they was on divorce court with this shit.
So let me get this straight. So she gonna get married. See, the babysitter, the only time the guy's gonna be there if, like, the guy comes home to relieve her of her duties and stuff like that. It's not like the guy's gonna be there. I don't understand. She's babysitting because there's nobody to watch the kid, right?
Right. It has to be. I haven't went all in depth with the story. I just know she exploded.
But as far as she looking for a babysitter, anybody looking for a babysitter is looking for a babysitter because there's nobody there to care for the child at the moment. You know, Dame Star might be doing her thing. Her husband might be doing his thing outside the home and may not be able to watch the kid. So she's looking for somebody to watch the kid while both of them are doing what they need to do.
Right.
So my point is that he's likely not going to be around her much unless she comes home or unless she picks the kid up. Then you'll see her. Right. You see what I'm saying? So the point of the babysitter is just have somebody to watch a kid when nobody's around.
Right.
So the husband is likely not going to be around a woman that much. You feel me?
Right.
But then she probably fearing that, oh, he's going to try to talk to her. Well, you don't need to hire, if he's that type of dude, you don't need to hire a babysitter for him to cheat on you. He can just go out and meet women on his own. You know, he got his own thing. You feel me?
But to my knowledge, she's been writing books about infidelity and relationships, you know, trying to guide young women down the right path, trying to keep a man and all that. You know, them type of books.
Well, you know what's funny? You know what's funny though? It'd be funny to have Brother Polite on the show because he's gonna be like, well, that's an opportunity for polygamy, and this is gonna open up another conversation that we can about polygamy because I was talking to a friend of mine. He had a good point about it, but you know, he was saying that women, naturally have this sisterhood going and stuff like that. You know, I'm talking about when I say naturally, how it originally was, not like how it is today in the West, where there's a lot of bad blood between women nowadays. Of course, it's the story we're talking about. But he said that he's currently he was dating a young female, and she didn't have a job, so she was at home while he was working, and she was bored and stuff like that. He was saying like, had he had like another girl that was living with her, or whatever, like a polygynous situation.
Right.
She wouldn't be as bored. And I was listening to that, and it's not a bad point he made, but what a lot of brothers gotta realize that these women, most dudes can't get most women not gonna put up with that with most men.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna put up with that man. Now this is what's tricky about it. A lot of women go to a small number of men. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be attracted to a small number of brothers.
Right.
And those brothers have a lot of women, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times those guys may be married, and the woman may deliberately be a side chick. So, in that case, these same women will talk against polygamy, but then would be a side dude to another man or whatever, a side chick to another man. I'm sorry, but that's another conversation for another time.
I mean, it's good that you brought it up because it's like, okay, if he is that type of dude, she doesn't want to lose him because he might be attractive, like you just said. He might can acquire any other woman anytime, so that's why she's feeling so insecure about having this fine ass chick babysitting around. And you know how women dress. Let's just be real. When a woman gets comfortable enough, she'll start wearing just yoga pants, leggings, showing off that ass, push tops, halter tops. I mean, she may not be trying to initially entice your man, but the thought is there. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's presented. The goodies are presented. So Danny Starr may feel like, I'm not gonna hire a side chick. I'm not gonna hire no chick that look like a star. But then again, it's like, well, it could be any woman. I mean, you have basketball stars, NFL stars who sleep with ugly chicks or mildly average chicks all the time. And, you just don't hear too much about it. I mean, just because you put an ugly woman in the mix don't mean shit ain't gonna go down.
Exactly, because it often does anyway. Yeah. If you're that type of person, you feel me?
Yeah. What it is, man.
So guy?
Yeah.
It must be a new guy because let me see. Cause I'm doing a little bit more research on her on the computer,
Okay.
and it said that she got a divorce.
How recent was that?
Well, her book. Well, she said. I guess in her book, she probably got married again.
Yeah.
And,
Cause
yeah.
I'm like, damn, she did that real quick in 3 days.
No. She said she covered. She covered in her book.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yep. Danny Starr openly stated that she was looking for a new babysitter, and in her search, it is her preference not to hire a pretty female to be in her home as a nanny based on bad past experiences. Bad past experiences. DJ Quick, not the real DJ Quick, and 5'9" took it upon themselves to invite the female who DM'd Danny for the position on air without her knowledge this morning. I guess it was that day that they wrote this blog to discuss the discrimination of not hiring a pretty girl. Danny felt so wronged by her co-host that she had to refrain herself from cursing them out on live on the air and told them that today would be her last day. Were they wrong for this? Damn. Well, I guess they were trying to, increase the ratings.
Yeah, I'm
Because
confused. Did she get it?
what's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm reading. I mean, So wait a minute. I'm looking online. Did she get a new husband? Because she was married to this guy for 5 years, but I don't see no information about her moving on to somebody else other than if she's married to
Well,
this
I
guy.
mean, you may not see too much about her moving on to anybody else because it's probably not news anyway. Um, this is the only news I can find on her. About her blowing up on live air. I mean, we may not know what the dude name is, what he looked like. It may not be no information like that out there. It just may be a new boo thing she got, and she don't want to lose that dude either. Because she says this is based on past experiences. So I guess it ain't like she ain't done it before. Which is crazy.
She was on what you call it. Yeah, there was a show called Bridezilla, Danny and Marlon, and she was yeah, I read it because I'm reading the article. Yeah, she do have a new man, so I guess she don't want anybody to be around her new man because she said she had infidelity. The marriage that she just recently got a divorce from, that's the one that had infidelity issues and all that type of stuff. So she doesn't want her new man to, I guess, she doesn't want to go through the same thing she went through with her husband. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all I can think about. So, and infidelity can be a very traumatic thing for some people, you know what I mean, male or female.
Right.
But getting back to the polygamy part, some people will look at the situation and think, oh man, that's an opportunity for this man to get two wives and stuff. But people have to understand that a lot of these modern women, maybe if you go to other countries and maybe some women in the States are open to have like a structured marriage, a structured marriage where there's a man and multiple wives, like a brother polite or something like that.
Right.
But that's far in between. A lot of these women, they don't, it's too competitive, jealousy.
You gotta be in a special place. You gotta be in and like you say, a natural spiritual mindset to even forego being a sister wife. And a lot of these women just do not want to share openly like that. I mean, they may share for a night or two. They may do threesomes in the bedroom or spice it up or kink it up. But after that bitch be there for about a week to a couple days, she's like, oh, she gotta go or me. I gotta go or she gotta go. They not sharing no dude, like, maybe for one night, but they not just gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna be polygamous. Not no average chick around here. No, that's not going down. That's not happening. They're like, nah, bitch, you gotta go. You gotta go, bitch. Like, you can't be around here. Like, if my man gonna cheat, he gotta cheat without me seeing it. That's how these women operate, man. They don't care how he does it. They just don't want it around. They don't want it in their face. They don't want to be embarrassed. They more embarrassed about the thought of him being open about it versus him just hiding the shit. They want to hide it. Like, she may bring a chick over, be like, yeah, we gonna spice it up, we gonna kink it up. Me and her gonna fuck you for the night. We gonna do this every so often. But she don't want that chick just around, like in her face. Like, nah, it's gonna be a fight. It's going down. They want discreet cheating. Discreet.
Even the two women are messing with each other, unless they messing with each other like that. Unless I'm talking about the women are messing with each other.
Yeah, they're bi.
That's a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, but if that chick is just like, yeah, I hired you for a service, and that's it, and she's still around dating her husband like that, no, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like, what you still doing around here? Like, what you still doing at my house? Like,
I want to be your sister wife.
Sister what?
And you see how it happened with some people. I'm not gonna mention no names, man, because you know how sensitive he gets on air online. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh shit! Oh damn! It could be plenty of people you talking about right now.
He went over there to Latin America. And
oh
shit.
Damn! Well, we don't even want to go there. That's not even anything normal right there to me. Like, that's not even a normal conversation. That ain't even a conversation to be having right there, man. I got tired of talking about that dude when you mentioned him. Oh, say the damn truth. But you got anything else to interject on this one?
It's all I can say is that you know you got to be able to trust your partner, man, the best way you can. I understand it's difficult because we live in a very happily sex, dark, carnal, you know, evil society, man. People are just, you know, it's a mentally ill society. So,
everything's fast and hasteful. Everybody wants to get a nut quick. And speaking of that, I got another story I want to bring up. A woman convicted of running over her sugar daddy with car after he stopped cashing her out. Did you see?
That's crazy.
Did you see? Yeah. It says, I know it's hard out here in the streets, but some things are just unacceptable. A Georgia woman will be spending the next 15 years in the slammer for running over her sugar daddy after he decided he didn't want to cash her out anymore. According to NY Daily News, what? Jamaica, Raquel Henley, 47, met her sugar papa, who officially say is in his 60s, at a Walmart back in February 2016. The two ended up meeting for lunch and began to see each other often over the next few days. She used his charm and encouraged her new cash man to buy her things and take her out. She must not have been giving him any favors because by the end of the week he had enough of her. He felt like he was being used and told Raquel to leave. The victim walked Raquel to her car outside in his driveway. When she got in the car, prosecutors say she backed up and then accelerated towards her sugar daddy, hitting him and causing him to land on the hood of the car. What's crazy about this is that she ran over him again. She ended up leaving the scene and left him laying on the ground screaming for help. He ended up calling the police for assistance. When the police caught up with her the next day, she acted as if she didn't know who he was. referring to him as what's his name, officials say she will serve at least 7 years behind bars before she can even try to get out of probation. There you
Damn,
go.
so she gonna be locked up for at least for 7 years.
Yeah. She facing 15.
Wow.
And they met at a Walmart parking lot.
That's a guaranteed 7 years. Or that's a possible 7 years. That's a guaranteed
It
7
might be a
years
guarantee.
at least.
That might just be already put in process.
Well, they need to put a trial in front of the jury and all that.
Yeah.
Unless he confessed to it.
Oh damn. Well, you know, cameras everywhere these days. Somebody was filming.
Damn.
Yeah.
So she ran over the dude just because he stopped getting her money.
Yeah. And then forgot about, you know, tried to forget who he was. Forgot they even met.
Damn. What race are these people?
Her name is June McKeon.
Oh, yeah.
June McKeon. Now, what race you think they are?
All I can say that's a form of demonic possession right there, man. She needs exorcism or something. They don't need to lock her. They need to give her ass an exorcism or something.
But this isn't uncommon. This is an uncommon practice of the sugar daddy thing. That's why I feel like I don't need to be going out here, you know, sticking my dick in crazy. I don't need to just risk it all for some trim, for some pussy. You know, even if you paying these women, if you stop payments, you get canceled too.
Cancel like you get your life taken?
Yeah. So I don't want to be in the position where somebody's, you know, I'm letting somebody know where I stay, know where I be, know where I work, know where I hang out and chill, and try to come and off my ass or send somebody to do it because I don't want to pay their bills no more. And that shit is real.
Me and you had a conversation yesterday about giving your heart out to people. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not about sex. It's you know, because some of these people they try to have a relationship with some of these people, and it's like it gets too much it's too much strain on their health, and they say, listen, I'm I care about you, but I'm killing myself being with you, and they get mad. The other person gets mad because they relied on that person for whatever it was, mm-hmm. and the person is mentally out there, so they do what they can to take the person out.
Mm-hmm. Because they got nothing to lose. They ain't got nothing going on.
You know, like you said, some of these people, they take psychotropic medication and they're not very stable. And then you in the bed with them one day, they may been off their medication for 3-4 days. You wonder why they're acting really weird, and they try to stab you in the bed. They try to kill you in your own bed. You see what I'm saying? You just try to go to sleep, resting. Right. You just mind your business, getting some rest. You know, and that person try to take your life. You're like, what the hell? What's going on?
Right.
You know, it's a lot, man. It's a lot to deal with out here, and you got to be mentally and spiritually strong now, because like you said, a lot of these, just a lot of these people crazy, man. Yeah. I don't know what else to say right now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, but that was a story that just stuck out to me, you know, over the course of this month. You know, I was just like, well, damn, I guess it ain't good to be a sugar daddy either. Whatever title, side nigga. You know, cause I had heard about some side dude getting shot too. I forgot what that story was, but it happened like a couple weeks ago.
I think he told me he got caught. The man caught him with his woman, and the man came and said, "Well, Your life is over. Your life is over, bro. You know, if you believe, I hope you believe in reincarnation, because this life is over for you, man.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
ain't no coming back from these. Ain't no backsies. No backsies.
that's why you gotta be careful with these women, because when I go out and meet women every day, I would assume that every woman has a man or a partner. I'll assume that, even though she may not. I always assume that, because you don't know who's around. You don't know who she's with. She may not even be with anybody, quote unquote, but she may be talking to some guys that may be protective over her. You don't know.
Yep. That's why I don't stay too long. I don't tarry too long. I don't stare at them too long. I don't be looking deeply in their eyes and no shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, some of your audience knows that I am, currently in a, committed relationship, and I'm very faithful. I'm, mature, and I am monogamous. But yeah, when I go out and deal and see women, I don't hit on women anyway, because I'm in a relationship. But when I'm out here dealing with women, of course, we all see attractive women around every day. But you gotta have some self-control, man, because it could be a bad situation when you try to pursue that situation. I'm not discouraging anybody from finding love, and all that. We had conversations about finding love, and that's a good thing to do. Right. If you do it in a healthy manner. But to go out here and try to find random women to fuck and be with and pay for, that's a risky game.
Yeah,
that's a risky game.
Speaking of, I don't know what's wrong with your mans. I don't know what's wrong with your mans. Do you have time?
Yeah, what's going on? Tell me.
Judge grants Trey Songz accuser a temporary restraining order. This man can't catch a break.
Trey Songz is in charge of what?
Judge grants Trey Songz accuser a temporary restraining order.
Trey Songz got a restraining order on him?
Again.
Why? What happened?
Okay, we have details on Trey Songz' assault case. We spoke to the woman who accused Trigger of hitting her in the face at a Hollywood party last month, and she said the judge granted her request for a temporary restraining order today. Quote unquote, I am not playing and this is not a game, she told TSR. In LA, they don't just give out temporary restraining orders. Move forward. I just want justice. Well, and she said she told him to shut the fuck up before his crew and lost it. Oh my God! Now she's saying she want to stand up for women and good-hearted people and not be attacked and all that jazz. What's going on with your man? What's going on with your man? He used to sing about super women and shit.
I just want more scoop and sword. They don't say why he hit her or anything like that.
They said they had a verbal spout in LA. And I guess she was getting bucked with him. Left her with a head lump. And a small cut on her forehead, a bruise on her jaw, swollen eye. They were friends for 3 years.
So damn, Trey Songz fighting women now?
I guess so, man. I mean, it ain't funny, but it's just this dude can't catch a break, man. Every time I hear something about Trey Songz, it's about a chick trying to put his ass on behind bars.
Well, the only other situation was the Keke Palmer situation,
yeah, that was a big one.
Huh?
Because she dragged that shit. She used that shit to catapult her damn self. She used that damn shit for the longest. She used that victim role, that Me Too role. Then she tried to get, Keke Palmer tried to get the game in trouble. And she was using them niggas.
Woo!
Yeah, man. So, and I know we talked about that about a year ago, 2 years ago. So, yeah, man, this shit's still lingering, man. The shits is still in the toilet and it ain't getting flushed, man. The shit still stinks. I don't know what to say about it, man. I don't know what to say about your boy.
Man, you know, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's real out here, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. It's real out here, man. Cause like, you know, you out here trying to do your thing, and you know, sometimes you gotta be careful. Now, I gotta get more detail on that Trey Songz thing because you know,
I mean,
I'm not all about putting your hands on women,
yeah.
but you know, there might be times where you know, if you're defending yourself, you might have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had that conversation yesterday, man.
Well, my word to Trey Songz, man, just be careful. I mean, I guess you know, the fame got to him. The fame got to him or whatever. But I guess we gonna have a show about that. You know, the whole thing, the industry.
Yeah.
One of these weekends or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we can go in depth about it. You know, me and my homie was talking about doing one in the bench. So we did it. You know, we talked about it. You know, we touched base on it before.
Yeah.
On the show, but you know, not really just getting really deep into it. It's like that. But yeah, all I can tell you, Trey Songz, man, you know, I love you. You're a good artist, but you just gotta be careful out here, man. You gotta relax, man. Don't put any fuel to the fire, and don't cast pearls in front of swine, as they say. Don't do that. You know what I mean?
I'd say watch the company you keep, man. Like these
motherfuckers
are vultures.
That's a much better way to put it.
These motherfuckers are vultures. That's all I can say. They vultures. I mean, I ain't trying to absolve Trey Songz of what he's done. I'm just saying, you got to watch who your company is, man.
Absolutely.
People are watching you.
I can't say I disagree with you on that one, but yeah, getting back to the what we were talking about earlier about the Danny situation, the Danny Star situation. You know what I mean? You know, too bad that she had to go through what she went through in her relationship.
Right.
You know, I haven't read the book. I just heard about the book. I never actually read the book. I read a couple articles about it, but I never actually read the book. But I understand infidelity is not. It could be a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because you love this person, and you know, a lot of us, we don't like the ideas of our partner being intimate with somebody else. You know, most of us are not very. Don't feel too fond of that. Now you got some freaky motherfuckers out that like they get off on that. But for the most part,
what, sharing partners?
What's that?
What, sharing partners and
that? Yeah, the swinging, that type of stuff. But outside of that, most people don't really, they're not really fond of their partner, skipping out and fucking someone else or being with somebody else.
I noticed in a lot of, I'm sorry to cut you off. I noticed in a lot of conscious arenas and beliefs, especially in the East. I mean, that's kind of like the norm. I don't mean like a woman on woman, but like a dude having a whole bunch of women. That's kind of like norm thing. It's not taboo. But over here, it's a kink. You gotta be a king dingaling over here to be having some situation like that.
Talking about to have multiple women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not against polygamy or monogamy because from a more ancient ancestral perspective, those are both relationship systems that existed. But then back then, everything was more holistic. We live in a different society now.
Yeah.
I can see why certain people, look at polygamy. Polygamy is cool if it's done right, but a lot of people, I feel, my whole MO is that you can't handle business with one person. If you cannot handle a relationship with one person, if you can't handle monogamy, then you don't need to be entertaining any type of poly relationship.
Right.
And I feel like most people are not ready for any type of poly relationship.
Right.
And what drives a lot of people to be poly, whether it be polygynous, polyandrous, or polyamorous, which is they all do different. They all go under the umbrella of polygamy. Polyamorous is pretty much an open relationship, which is really 9 times out of 10 based on sex and carnal gratification.
Mm-hmm.
It's not based on, okay, I want to really care for these people and love these people from my heart and from my soul. It's about, this person look good, I want to fuck, I'm in a relationship, and I can't control myself, and I want to fuck different people. Right. That's what open relationships are, for the most part.
So we've gotten a lot more pervious, a lot more promiscuous with our
lot more carnal, a lot more, we seek gratification. I understand with our biology, especially in conjunction with what they put in the food and the water, what's promoted to us in the media, it makes it hard. And the sex sells and the skin, people showing skin and bodies, and this obsession with porn. It's a really difficult. It could be really difficult to and the addiction to masturbation. It can be difficult for many of us to resist, those desires that come up. But at the end of the day, I mean, it has to be worked on. You know what I mean? Because it's unhealthy to always find yourself falling victim to those urges and not realize what damage. I'm not saying sex is bad. Sex is healthy if it's done with the right people in the right circumstances, but often it's not done with the right people in the right circumstances.
Because you got a lot of size queens and kings, man. They looking for big boobs and big dicks, and they looking for a lot of. I mean, I ain't saying it's something to condemn, but they looking just for a thrill, something to get them off. Then they move on to other venues, other arenas. They not
exactly.
They not true to the culture of it.
You're exactly right, my man. You're exactly right, because it's like like you said, we were talking about in the earlier show. We live in a society where women wear fake breasts, fake asses, makeup, fake everything, fake hair. Niggas getting fake. Some niggas getting fake pecs, fake muscles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bald dudes are bald or getting hair patches on their head and all that type of shit. Or, going over and beyond, damaging their bodies, getting a whole bunch of, I don't have nothing against tattoos, but, cause I got one. But, a lot of times they'll put these toxic inks in their skin and just cover their bodies with it and just get tattoos that don't really mean anything. A lot of people do a lot of things to make themselves sexually attractive to other people,
right,
even at the risk of their own life.
Yeah.
That's what we're facing with now. You know what I mean?
So back then in those, in the holistic days, it wasn't no media or TV type shit going on. I mean, you still had kings and queens. You still had tattooing and all that other stuff, carnal desires and all that, but it wasn't as extreme as you can just log on to any social media today and just look at boobs and ass and dicks and body parts all day. You look at some sick shit. Like back in those days, you had to go find it. You had to go search high and low.
Yeah, I mean, we came on this earth naked, so it's not about being ashamed of our body or showing our body. It's just that how it's being sexualized, and how it's been sexualized. And when you're in a society where women stuff their chest with toxic silicone and saline products, it's apocalyptic out here. Okay, this is a sign of something bad that's about to pop off for all of humanity. That's how serious it is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we just do anything to be accepted, and but yeah, I guess in the later show we're gonna get deeper into that. Decrease of confidence. I mean, if you want to talk about it, decrease of confidence, and the I call it the scam of confidence. The people feel like if I'm just confident, then I can, get well. the thing with confidence is somebody told me years ago that you can't be confident, you can't be confident unless you have something to be confident about.
Right.
And that really sunk deep to me because there is truth in that. You know what I mean? Now on a higher level, you know, real confidence is a state of bliss, a state of kind of like detachment, and when you're not really consumed by your outer reality, you just focus within. You know, that's the real confidence. But the confidence in a worldly way, or what's commonly known to most people, is, you know, you have something that other people like, and you're gonna feel confident about that.
Right.
If you look a certain way, you're not gonna be confident about your looks, or you may be confident about your looks. You know, confidence is usually based on external factors that other people can see. You know, what other people like. You know what I mean?
Yep. I think on in the upcoming shows we're gonna talk about dudes trying to get out of the TFL life, trying to break that gap.
That'd be a very good idea. Yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that because even though we talked about relationships in the past in our shows numerous times, we got pretty deep with it. But you know, I think we're gonna take like a little bit of a different approach to it and kind of get into other areas because, you know, a lot of people when they talk about relationships, they just hung up on relationships, and a lot of people they don't want to go deep down that rabbit hole. So they I mean, what they're saying is right often, but they're not really getting down to the deep causes of things. And when they start debating, they just go in constant circles every time. You know what I mean? But yeah. So anything you want to interject for right now?
No, I think that's a wrap, man. Thank you for having the show. You know, we will be back whenever, you know, me and Young C have the resource and the time. You know, since we both have very busy lives. You know, but y'all subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about these topics, and we'll be back to you, man. All right, subscribe. Peace.
Peace.